Hey everybody, it's Cindy. It feels so awkward for me to do a video that's not in my car. I am going to be sending out a video to you all, and who are you all? I'm going to do this once a month. You all are my friends, my family, people that I have sold or helped buy a house for. And you are in what I call my database, and you're in it because I like you. And probably during the time that we worked together, we had a lot of talks and chats about all kinds of things. And I thought to myself, how can I connect with you guys other than sending you something in the mail, which, you know, sometimes you get a nice card from me or, you know, something interesting in the mail. But I don't want to just send you stuff that you're not going to read via email. And I don't want to send you stuff in the mail that you're not going to ever look at. So I thought, if you're not my friend on Facebook or you don't do Facebook, how can I reach out to you and let you know what's going on with me, and we can kind of find a way to reconnect? Of course, it's one-sided because I'm the only one who's talking, but I want to just put it out there that I would love to hear from you guys. It doesn't bother me. I'm not too busy ever. I'm never too busy to hear from you. I like to know what's going on with your homes. I like to know what's going on with your family. I like to hear from you. So if you get an email from me or you get a note from me, feel free to send me a text. Feel free to give me a call. Feel free to email me. Whatever way is your jam to communicate, I'm happy to hear from you because I like to know what's going on with you guys too. And a lot of you I keep in touch with through social media, but some people I don't. So I just thought that it would be an interesting thing for me to kind of give you guys a way to sort of have a conversation. And what inspired me is I listen to podcasts a lot because I'm in my car. And if you haven't discovered podcasts, I highly suggest that you do, because you can learn so much and you can also be entertained. So if you have a long drive or you're commuting or you're just bored with your household chores and you want to put your little earphones in or earbuds in and listen to a podcast, there's all different kinds of ones. There's ones about politics, of course. There's ones about money management, and there's ones about business, and I listen to those a lot. And then there's just about getting organized, and it's just very entertaining and fun. And a lot of them don't have ads. But one of my favorite podcasts is The Money Nerds. And her name is Whitney Hansen, and she does a podcast on money where she interviews people who've gotten out of debt or helped people get out of debt or found creative ways to get out of debt, and also on how to save money to have different side hustles. She's very interesting. She's very funny. And she does, I think, 3 podcasts a week. And one of them is called Mondays with Me. And on Mondays with Me, she talks about what she's eating, listening to, watching on TV, and what she's into for that week. And I felt a little bit inspired by that. So I wanted to talk with you guys about what I have going on. I recently, everybody's a little bored, I read books that are nonfiction books usually, or fiction books, something story related and fun to listen to at night. I recently finished this book. This is a memoir type of a book. Well, I guess it's not a memoir, because a memoir is if you've passed away or if you're just writing your life history. But this is called Sailing in a Spoonful of Water, and it's all about this young man from Texas and his family, and they buy this beautiful wooden sailboat, and they are up in Maine. I think her relatives are up in Maine. It's just a beautifully written, lovely story about his escapades up in Maine, out in the ocean with this boat. And he's a beautiful writer. His name is Joe Coomer. I am going to be dropping this off to one of my sailing friends who's probably watching this video, because it's just such a cool book. So I read that. I loved it. And then I ordered this book from the library called The Winter Sisters. Somebody recommended this to me. This is a really cool book, and it talks about Albany. And it's like a historical fiction book. It's about this crazy big snowstorm that happened in March of like 1870 something. And these sisters disappear, and it's just so cool because you're seeing all the history of Albany and when the Hudson used to flood, like all the way up to Cafe Capriccio, one of my favorite restaurants. I mean, it used to flood like crazy. So this is a really cool book. I highly recommend it. I think there's a first one in the series on this, but it's Robin Oliveira, Winter Sisters. And of course, you can text me if you'd like these titles. what am I eating? So here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to take off some of the quarantine 15. I don't think I really put on 15, but it wasn't good. I ate too much. I drank too much wine. And, you know, it's still a sad time and those things are still happening to a certain extent. But I have been using Noom off and on for the last year and I'm right into it again. And you might see the advertisements on TV or hear about them. And I find it to be extremely helpful. It's super easy to track what you're eating. It's right on your phone, which I can't show you because this is my phone that's recording. But they ask you to weigh in every day, which is a great accountability thing. And it also shows how weight fluctuates and you don't have to get stuck on that. And when they talk about it being a psychology, the psychology behind it is the fact that it kind of sends you a notification. Hey, it's time for you to log your breakfast. And then if you get on a streak with logging, it rewards you with that. And there's interesting articles and all of that. And it's just a very good, I find it to be very motivating and helpful. So what have I been watching? Everyone has been doing Netflix and Amazon. What else are people doing? Hulu. And I guess YouTube TV is really great. But one of the things I just watched, and I think it was on Amazon, might have been Amazon or Netflix, but you can certainly Google it. It's called the Queens Gambit. So with Jack, I have to really convince him to get into a series, and he doesn't like to get into these series that last years and years and that have 5 or 6 or 7 seasons. He likes what's called a limited series. So the Queen's Gambit was a limited series, and it's about this young girl who is an orphan, and she winds up in an orphanage and learns how to play chess and then becomes this amazing chess player. You do not have to be into chess to watch it, but I highly recommend it. Excellent acting. And my guilty pleasure since probably, I don't know, November, maybe earlier, Penny got me into wine insiders. So if you are interested in having wine delivered to your house, I highly recommend Wine Insiders. They have great coupons. You do not have to commit to them. You can pick wine when you want it and you can wait for great sales and then you can get a box of wine delivered to your house, and it's been very, very good. And on the next note, I'm just saying, this is the last note because I'm going to get off. I cannot wait to get my hair cut. I have decided, people, that my hair looks best short. Trying to grow it does not work. I was trying to do that because it looks awful with the mask and the whole thing. I cannot wait to get my hair cut. So the next time you see me, I will be back with my short haircut that makes me feel a lot better. So you guys have an awesome rest of January. I will talk to you in February. Let me know what you thought about this, and if you have any questions about the things I'm doing, and let me know what you're up to because I'd love to hear from you. You all take care. Bye.